Hey everybody, it's Carol with Refunction Crafts, and I am here to bring you another project. Hopefully you guys are going to like this one. I think it's going to be pretty cute, and this is made with mostly stuff from the Dollar Tree. So almost like everything is from the Dollar Tree. So I wanted to do something with the exception of a couple things that I made myself out of paper, the butterflies. And then a little tiny piece of a decal. So that's the only piece of that decal we're going to be using. These are all flowers that came from the Dollar Tree. I picked these out for my lantern, and I've got plenty in my lantern, and so I thought, well, I've got some extras, so I'm going to use them. Hopefully in my birdhouse. I don't know that I'll use all of them. I've got a little bit of the moss that they sell at the Dollar Tree, the green Spanish moss. I cut this piece of foam out of one of their square foam blocks. You can see where I cut it out there just with a little steak knife. So that was really easy to cut out, and just cutting that little edge off of there. And then we have our little birdhouse. They've got these birdhouses, and they're just in raw wood, so I painted it white. I did not paint the backside because I didn't need to. It's going to be perched on this plaque. We've got one of their little plaques that was raw wood as well that I painted white. And you can see where I marked, this is where I want my my decal to go, and it's not necessarily in the center because I placed it so that when I put this on there, it's got showing what I want it to show. So as far as the flowers, so that's why it's not exactly in the center, but it's not because I was off, it was just because that's where I want it to be. I marked where the center of the butterfly was here, and then I kind of just inched the decal over to the spot that I wanted it in, and then I marked it. This is a picture frame, and these they sell, they're gold. You can't see any of the gold on this because, again, I sprayed it white. So yeah, these come in gold, and they're just plastic, but I thought this would be very pretty to use as a backing on this. This will sit sort of on top of there, and we are going to build it out from there. So I thought it would be really pretty. And I have the other ones, I have two that I'm going to do like this style, and then two that I'm going to do with the little decorative wooden frames that they have, the little cutouts. So I'll get around to those when I get around to them. But I wanted to do this one today. I thought it would be a lot of fun. So that's what we've got going on. And the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to place our plaque on top of this frame. Just like that. Making sure I got it sort of even on all the edges, same amount of stuff showing. Side to side, it's a little narrower than it is top to bottom on this thing. So, but that's okay because I think I'm also going to use a trim possibly around the edge of the frame there. So we'll have to see about that. I'm not positive where I'm going to go with that yet. But I do have a trim here. Although what I might use is I might use one of my pearl trims, just, where is it? Just my standard round pearls. If I can just get it out of here, because it's twisted up in something. But I have these round pearls that would be pretty going around the edges of this as well. So I don't know. I like what's already on there, but if I can't fill it in properly, I'm going to have to go in another direction and fill it in somehow. I've also got this trim, and then I've got some new trim that my friend Robin, well, I think Robin sent it to me. I have a package of that as well, but I've got this trim. I do not know if this piece is long enough, but I do love this trim, and I think it would be very pretty on the front of this, and it looks like it would just fit, so that would actually be very pretty. And it's kind of an off-white, so I kind of like that sort of little bit of a variation in color. So first things first, we are going to get this on here, and then we will go from there. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my E6000, and I'm going to go around this whole interior piece, and I'm kind of going on the top and onto sort of the inside ledge, sort of, because it's going to kind of, and this I just really need it on the top and bottom, because I think it pretty much covers most of the top and bottom, just not these edges as much. So and I forgot to read my inspirational quote. I need to do that. I'm not giving up my inspirational quotes, you guys. I won't do it. I won't compromise my love for inspiration, and those only take a second to do anyway, so I'll have to try and remember. Hold on just a minute. I'm gonna pause you guys. Okay, so you guys might hear some sawing and things going on in my house. I'm sorry about that. Jeff is doing some stuff in our laundry room. Yes, he did have a stroke 2 weeks ago, but try to keep a man who has ADHD down after something like that. And it's not easy. It does not matter what I say or do. He's still going to do what he wants to do. So I bite my lip and I let him do what he's got to do, because he says, you know, and I kind of agree with him a little bit. He's not going to stop living just because of something like that. And I do agree with that. I don't think anybody should stop living. But there's a time period, I feel, that you should wait to start doing stuff like that. But he can't do it. He just can't do it, you guys. So if you have any ideas for me, great. I don't think they'll work. If you knew him like I do, you would know that there is no changing his mind no matter what. Okay, so that's on there. I didn't use any hot glue at all. I'm going to let that just kind of sit and marinate in that E6000, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to put our decal on, because we can do that while we're sitting here waiting for that to do its thing. If I can get it to peel off here. It looks like it wants to stick on one edge. There we go. And I'm just going to put it inside these little marks that I have. I don't know if you guys can see those. See my marks right there? So that's where I'm going to place the decal. And I just laid it on there and kind of marked around it. So hopefully I'll get it all in the right spot. It's okay if it's a little bit over or whatever. I'm not worried about that. And I'm just going to rub it on there, make sure it's stuck. And we'll grab a corner here. If I can get it to come up. Let's see. Somewhere right here I have razor blade. This is one that Jeff gave me. I like this one because actually I think I got it at Harbor Freight. It's a nice one. I think when we went down there one time, I told him I wanted a good one, and he picked me up one of these. He said this one would last longer. So, and it's very heavy duty for a X-Acto knife type thing. So, because those X-Acto knives, I'll tell you, anything I order, it seems like on anywhere, just doesn't seem to be really sturdy. They want to fall apart, you know, just as soon as you start using them, and the blades fall out and you can't get them tight and all that good stuff. So here's what's going to happen. This is going to sit right in the middle there of that plaque, and we're going to see those beautiful little flowers. Now, I don't know how much of that we're going to see once we get these other flowers in there, but I don't want these other flowers to be like overwhelming the birdhouse. So I'm going to try and put those in a way that they don't overwhelm the piece. So I'm going to go ahead and take the sticker off the back of this. It doesn't really matter, but so that it doesn't, the glue is directly on the birdhouse. And we can very generously put our E6000 on this birdhouse. Just don't go all the way to the edges so that it doesn't ooze. But I can put a nice amount in all of these other areas. And that way I know this birdhouse is never going to leave its station. Put the cap back on there. Because we all know what E6000 does. It starts oozing and coming out if you leave it, if you leave the cap off. And then I just have to kind of look on both sides and try and get it in the center. And I want that little pink rose to show right there, so I'm moving it up a little bit. And I'm okay with it coming up off the plaque on the top. I don't care about that. And center, center, center. And our lines look straight. And I'm just going to press that down really well. Okay, there we go. So there we go. That's what we have so far. Oh, whoopsies. Sorry, you guys. I didn't back off after I showed you the... So all I did was I just centered it onto the decal there. Over the decal, I should say. And pressed it down. Oh, now Jeff's singing. Oh, Lord. He's listening to his music while he's working. So if you hear him singing, it's probably a good thing. Okay, so that's on there, and that feels like it's sticking pretty well. This is going to go in. I'm trying to see. I think it's got to go kind of like that, but you know, I think it's a little too deep. So we're going to take our little steak knife here, and I'm going to cut it down just a little bit. Kind of like a tough steak that you don't really want to eat. Okay. Get rid of that right now. Yeah, he was listening to Reba McEntire. His favorite female singer, I think. I'm just trying to straighten it out just a little bit. I don't know why, it doesn't really matter. Okay. And we are going to just plop it in there just like that, guys. That's it. And it fits perfectly. Look at that. Good job, Carol. And we've got a little bit of space right there. I could take an, let's see, this other piece that I just cut off. I could probably cut a little edging piece off of this and pop it in there, just so that it's all the way across. Whoopsie, that was not a good idea. Okay. Danger, Will Robinson. That was not a good idea. Okay, so I'm just going to gently push that down, and then I'll straighten this baby out. Okay. And it's sticking up a little bit on that little edge, but that's okay. Yeah. Hold on, guys. Okay, let's get going again. That was fun. Okay, all right, so, oh goodness gracious. Let's see, the next thing that we're gonna do is, I think we're gonna go ahead, well, let's try and get, let's get the trim around this, if now I haven't broken it so far that it's not gonna fit, because this stuff comes untwisted if you don't glue it on the end. That's why I hate when people just tape it sometimes, when glue works so much better. Right after you cut it, you glue it and it doesn't untwist and it doesn't look terrible, and you just cut the edge off and you're fine. But now I've got a big twisted mess to deal with. So, yeah. So, there we go. Let me cut the end of this off. I just hope I didn't have to cut off so much that it's not going to fit. So, we're going to go ahead and glue this edge. And if you have a silicone mat, just put the glue on and then press it down on the mat. This is not my silicone mat, so I didn't want to press it on there. So I'm just going to run this around and see if it's going to fit, since I mean, I can pull it kind of tight, so and it looks like I think we can make it all the way around. I just have to remember to pull it nice and tightly all the way around, but that looks really, really pretty. I like that. Now, the other trim that I have, and I know I have enough of it, is this trim here. And the reason I wasn't sure if Robin sent this, she sent me, whoopsie, she sent me a package, but this trim came separate from the other package, so I don't know if this was part of her package or not. and I didn't look on the envelope hard enough to see if it said Robin on the outside. And her packages, now I realize, always say Robin on the outside of them. So we could take this, and this one's actually a little bit more narrow. And we can put that around the edge, and I know I have enough to fit. Maybe I should just go with that, just so I don't end up sad because the other one doesn't get all the way around and stretch right. Because I know this one's going to make it. I think we're going to just use this, you guys. Better safe than sorry, right? I love that other trim, don't get me wrong, and I may use it on another one. I don't know, just to try it, but I'm not going to use it on this one. Oh, let's see. And now we've got Journey playing. Who loves Journey? I do. I was a huge, huge, huge Journey fan when I was a teenager. I mean huge. They were my all-time favorite. Steve Perry was my all-time favorite singer, male singer. I had such a crush. And I was dating one of my boyfriends back then, back in the day. And he was a bouncer out at the Anaheim Convention Center, and so he would get free concert tickets because he worked for them, and they would give employees tickets to events if they had, you know, extra tickets or whatever. So we got tickets to several concerts, and oh my God, when he told me we were going to see Journey, I about died. I was so excited. And I mean, they're one of those bands that even now when I listen to some of their songs, it just makes me cry. It makes me think about, you know, my teen years and how much fun we had, and, you know, how we've all sort of rushed life a bit, which is really sad, and that we don't and aren't willing to take more time to enjoy something. And I guess maybe that's my thing with my videos too. I take my time with stuff, and I like to talk, and I like getting to know my subscribers, if I'm being honest with you guys. I actually enjoy getting messages and things. I don't get so many that it's overwhelming. So I really, really enjoy the fact that I've made friends with so many of you. And I get to have those interactions. It's important to me. We are like-minded people, and I just think it's awesome. And I don't mind, you guys, if you ever want to message me in Messenger or what have you. I'm here. You guys can message me, and while I may not get back to you that day, I will get back to you. I will respond to your messages, usually within a couple of days, 2 or 3 days. Sometimes it can take that long, and especially now with so much going on around here, sometimes it takes even longer. But most of the time on a normal day, I'm pretty good about getting back to people in a reasonable time frame. So if you have questions about something I've done, or where can you get something that I've used, I'll send you links and things like that. It's not a problem, you guys. You are not bugging me if you message me. So don't worry about that. I don't want to be one of those people that doesn't respond to others and doesn't, you know, that's why I do this, because I love people. I really do. I love people, and I obviously love my crafting, and I love interacting with you guys. So it kind of is, it's fun for me. So no worries about getting your messages, you guys. Even if you've never talked to me before, you can PM me in Messenger and I will respond to you. Oh gosh, I hope you guys can't hear my music, because if you can, I'm going to be having an issue. Don't need any strikes going up on me because there's music playing in the background. So I'm going to keep on talking and hopefully you guys cannot hear what is playing. So yeah. Jeff doesn't understand that I can hear everything that's going on out there when he's talking on the phone or he's talking real loud, because he's not a quiet man. He talks very loudly when he talks. So when he talks on the phone, I hear that, or if somebody's over visiting and they're outside talking, right outside my craft room window, I can hear them. So either he doesn't realize it or he just doesn't care, and it could go either way there. Okay, let's see. Hold on just a minute, guys. Okay, so far, this is what we've got, and I think it looks super cute already. Okay. And then what we are going to do is we're going to take some of this Spanish moss from the Dollar Tree, and this is just the reindeer moss from Floral Garden. And we're just going to grab a few little pieces of this. We don't need much of this, you guys, because it's just a tiny little space there. And we're just going to kind of set it right on top of that foam piece. Just like that, just so it just kind of covers it a bit. Maybe need a little bit more. The only thing about this moss, it's great, but I wish it was a little bit darker green and not such a limey green, because I prefer a darker green moss. It just looks more real to me. Although this is real moss, you guys. It's not fake. It's the real deal. So, and it's nice and fluffy. I do love that about it. Their moss is actually good moss. Because it is fluffy and all of that, but I just wish it was a little darker in color. And I want it to kind of stick up like that just a little bit so you can see it. And then these are our flowers that we have to use. Oh, and I also want to put a little bit of a deal on the roof. Now I'm debating on whether I want to use these hearts. The hearts are very cute. My friend Robin sent both of these laces to me. I've got the hearts and I've got the scallops. And I love them both. I think the hearts are really super cute for this. We're going to use the hearts on this one. I just used the hearts the other day on the little box, the heart box that I did, and I just loved the way it looked. I'm going to take my torch and just burn the little strings off of here. I'm not going to need a ton of this. Just a couple of little pieces, but we'll just go ahead and burn this a little ways down. It's just where it was connected to probably the next row of hearts or whatever in the making. Okay. So we need from there, and then we'll put a piece going that way. And that looks super duper cute. Let's see, I'm going to cut it right here. It feels like this is one heart too many, but I'm going to cut it there because we all know that there can be mistakes made. And I'm going to cut this right here. And that'll be that side. And then, yeah, I only needed it to that heart, but I just wasn't sure that it was going to work out correctly. So we're going to just use our hot glue to put this on. So here we go. And I'm going to start with just a little bit there at the pitch of the roof. And then I'll go the rest of the way down. You guys, this is so hard. I have got the shakiest hands this morning, and I was hoping that I wouldn't have that problem. But my hands are super shaky. I think I'm just a little bit stressed out right now still. So my body isn't, I've been waking up with really sore muscles and all of that stuff lately. Okay, and now this one's going to go right here. I need to cut that little tip off of there. And we're going to start at the pitch. And we've got those two hearts kind of overlapping there at the top. That's okay. Probably should have started it a little bit lower, but I feel like the edging needs to be all the way up on the facing of the roof. So we're just going to do it this way. Cut this tip off, and there we go. I think that looks super duper cute. And I'm going to put something up here on the roof anyway, so it doesn't really matter that they're overlapping because it's not going to show. I've got a couple of butterflies here, and I want to put one of them up here on the roof. I just don't know which one yet. So I've got a few of them to pick from. I kind of wish one of these was a little bit smaller, and I was looking in my deal here, but see, this one's not in purples, it's in pinks and blues, so that one would be super pretty. Or one of my purple cottage rose butterflies. I thought I had one of those here. This one's a little smaller than these other two. Oops. See, these are, well, this one's not bad. I have dragonflies too, but the dragonfly is, well, it's got purple in it. So, I mean, I could go with a dragonfly, but it's kind of big. I don't think that looks good. I kind of like the fairy butterfly just because it's got the little fairy on it. And I think that's kind of a cute touch. Looking here. And I do have one of my cottage rose butterflies. If I was going to use this, though, it's so big that I feel like I would want to use it like maybe on the front of the box here or something, and then maybe just put a bow or a flower up here on that. But that would be pretty because it goes with the colors of our flowers here. So here's what I'm gonna do. I don't want too much of this popping out of here. I'm gonna start with these. I don't even know if I'm gonna use this one yet. I'm kind of iffy on that one. And these ones have wire all the way up. This one has no wire in this whole top section. So I don't think that's going to work out so well for me. So what I'm going to do is I've got 2 pieces of this. And so I thought I would put a piece of this on either side. So that way I can keep these a little bit longer. And we're going to try and make them the same length. Okay, so if I take these, I want to kind of hold this a little bit. I don't want to push the house off of here because I don't know if that glue is completely ready or not. So I don't want to mess it up. And I'm kind of trying not to cover up the butterfly in the middle. So that means this one, I kind of want to keep maybe to one side and then try and, I've got some other stuff that I want to put in here too. So let me cut this one down. Okay, that's cute, right? Cute, cute, cute. And we're still not covering up our butterfly. And then I could put just maybe some leaves sort of coming out over here, like that, to look more like a little plant than leaves. I'm going to keep those handy. But I also have these little guys. And I thought these might be pretty because they're just wispy. They're not really going to cover anything up. Got that one. Let's see. This one has a little more to it. I don't know that I'm going to keep the leaves on there, but I think I'm going to kind of put it behind and over just a little bit with that one. And then this, whoopsies, look what I did. I pulled the whole thing off. Thankfully, they will go back on. I just wanted to get these kind of up a little bit higher. There. Okay, and this one I think I'm going to poke sort of between those two, like that. Well, let's see. Maybe kind of in front. That looks kind of pretty. I like that. And then if I take this one, maybe I could put sort of these leaves because they kind of stick up a little bit better. Put these leaves sort of around this and make it look like a little plant. And that. There we go. I think that looks cute. Doesn't that look cute, you guys? Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Everything's fallen in place. I could add a little bit of this. Let's see. I'm gonna snip this a little bit. Let's see. I'll snip it there and there. And maybe, just maybe, if I stick a little bit in this front section there. Those actually do look kind of pretty. And they're a nice little filler piece. Just kind of like that. I think that looks pretty. I like that. And this one can just kind of go off to the side there. 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 I like it. Awesome. I may end up putting some glue in around those last ones that I just put in, just because they don't have the wires poking into the moss. But I think that looks so super cute, and I am in love with it already. Okay, so that we do not need anymore. And let's see, what does it look like with our butterfly right there? You think that looks good? Or we could put the butterfly up here, but you can see how that butterfly just kind of eats up that roof. I don't think that's a good idea. We could take it and put it on the edge of the frame like that, or sort of like that. But I kind of really like it on the box like that. I really like that. I think that looks very cute. And then if I did that, let's see, let's grab some lace. Have this pretty trim too. This is some that my friend Deanna sent me, and it's super duper pretty. But this is more in like pinks and blues, but this might be pretty with one of the other ones, like to go on the roof or whatever. I'm definitely going to be putting this with my birdhouse stuff, because I think I might want to use that on one of them. Okay, so I'm just grabbing some lace here off to the side. I've just got my wide lace. I don't want a big wide bow, so we're just going to cut this down the middle here. And this is how I save lace, because I don't use it all unwisely. I mean, I could take it and fold it in half and use it that way, but why? When I can cut it in half and keep it nice and wispy and light and pretty, and have another piece to use on something else. So, I hope everybody's doing well. And you guys, I just want to say thank you to all of you for stopping in and watching my videos and being a part of my little YouTube family. I don't know if you guys know how much I really truly enjoy this. It keeps me sane, and I'm betting for a lot of you it does the same for you. 100% therapeutic. Okay, so I'm just going to do my usual bow. I'm not going to keep a long tail or long tails on it. I guess that's what you want to call them. I can't even think right now. I'm going to do 3 loops, just like that. Okay. And we're going to cut this right about there, right there. And then I'm going to take a piece of this and wrap it around the center. I should be using a twist tie, but I'm not, because I'm just grabbing what's sitting here. And that's okay. I'm getting kind of used to using lace and just tying it down the middle. I'm getting better at it. Okay, and then I like to try and get it to buckle in the middle and the front. like that. So we've got it centered. And we'll tie it in a knot like that. And I'll keep those tails on there too. Why not? They're pretty. I'm not going to leave them too long. That one's actually cut pretty good already. And we'll put that on the roof right there. Isn't that cute? Gosh, you guys, I have the cutest bird that I made. It's a white bird. Oh, I don't know what box it's in though. Darn it. I have the cutest white bird though, and you guys would just love her. And she would be so pretty on one of these. I'm going to find her before I do my next one and see if I can add her to my piece, because she is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And I like the white birds. I like to use white birds mostly. I have a bunch of other ones. I have some natural birds, and I have some colored birds, like really brightly colored birds and stuff. But I always tend to go to the white ones for my projects like this, especially if it's shabby chic, because if it's shabby chic and you go with too much color, it's not shabby chic anymore to me. So depending on what kind of a project it is, I tend to go with the shabby chic colors of, you know, just the pinks and sometimes the purples and stuff. So there we go. That looks beautiful. And then we're going to find a purple flower. One of our little porcelain flowers. Why not? That one, is it too big? I think that one might be too big. This one is probably perfect. If I can just get it to sit there long enough. Yeah, I think that one is good. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put a little bit of E6000 and a bit of hot glue. So first we'll put our E6000 on there on the back side, just like that. And we got to do that quicker than that, Carol, because it starts oozing out so fast. So we've got that. And a little bit of hot glue, so that will set up right away and give the E6000 a chance to dry. And we're just going to hold it there for just a minute. And I'm showing you this. We're not going to use any resin on this project at all, you guys, today. No resin. This is a no resin project. For all of you who do not use resin, I have to make sure I'm doing some stuff for you guys so that you know that not everything I do you have to use resin on. A lot of the projects that I do, you can certainly use E6000 in place of resin, unless you're looking to, of course, make it a resined project, like something like making butterflies. You have to use resin. You're not going to be able to do that with E6000. And we're just going to put hot glue in the center there. And we are going to place our gorgeous, gorgeous purple butterfly right there in the middle of the flower box. Just like that, and it looks beautiful. I love this, you guys. I absolutely love this. I think it is amazingly cute. I also have, what else was I looking at here? I'm looking at my pearls. Now those would have been really pretty. I didn't even think about those. Those would have been really pretty around the edge of that. I could still use them sort of going around the picture frame to add another depth to it. And I'm wondering if I should do that. That definitely adds something to it. I'm not going to add them out here. And also, I want to put something right over this spot here because I've got an overlap of the trim right there. And I kind of don't like the way it's just sitting there. Maybe just a little something, a little heart. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is we're going to use these porcelain flowers right here, and then we're going to offset them up here with a set of them as well. So we need our E6000. So we're going to take each one of these, flip them over, and flip them over. And we're going to go one at a time. I'm going to go ahead and E6000 half of these. And half of this one. And a dot on that one. And put our lid back on. And that's it for the E6000. So now we're just going to take our hot glue and put that on the other side of the flower. Oh, doggone. I just hate when I do that. And we're going to pop that down right there. Hopefully I have enough of everything still on there. Let me grab a paper towel real quick and wipe that off. There we go. A-okay. And then this one, we'll get some hot glue on, and hopefully we will not drop this one. And I want to sort of interweave these petals together like that, so that they just kind of fit in and nestle in together and look really, really pretty. So there's that one. And now I want to make sure I offset these other ones the right way here. So we're going to hot glue that. And it's right about there. So this one's going to go right about there. And our little blue flower. We'll go over here, and hopefully I can get it to sort of interweave like the other one did, just like that. And there we go. So those look awesome. You can see they're both kind of offset. And we've got our butterfly, and that shows in the middle. And if there's any glue strings left on this, I will get rid of those with my heat gun. And friends, I think this one is done. So what do you think? Isn't it beautiful? Look at how beautiful that is. Oh my goodness. So this is set up. It's got, hopefully I can tip this over and not have anything fall. It's got this on the back so you can set it on a shelf, and it's got the hanger on the back as well so that you can hang it up. So either way. And these frames do not come with a glass piece in them. So you don't have to worry about having a piece of glass that you have to take out of it or anything like that. There's nothing in it to worry about, and you don't need the glass. So it works out well. I'm going to save this little heart because why not? I can probably use it on something, right? And it could go on the center of that butterfly. Look at how cute that looks. Oh my goodness. I think we're going to do that. I wonder if one of my teeny tiny flowers, where did I put those? I thought those were in my box. I have a teeny tiny box with my teeny tiny flowers in it. Oh, here it is. And I think I might have maybe a teeny tiny purple flower that I could put in the center of that heart. Wouldn't that be cute? Let's see. Oh, there's one right there. Yay! Or no, it's a white one. It's white and blue, but that's okay. That'll work. Because we've got some blue in this. Otherwise, I mean, I could use like this one, but it'll cover up that whole little heart, and I don't want to do that. This one will just go in the center and look really cute. So we're going to glue this onto the butterfly, just with hot glue. That's it. And this little beauty here, we are going to use our E6000, and I know this stuff's going to just come shooting out of here, and I don't need all that's going to come out of there, and it keeps on coming. Well, we finally hit the air pocket, and we're going to set that right in the middle of the heart, right there. Okay, so now we are finished, and I'm not putting a bunch of stuff on this butterfly. I didn't want to make it crazy elaborate. I just wanted this to be more of a little simple project that you could do fairly quickly. What a great gift for a friend that needs a great gift. And it only took us under an hour to make it. So, yeah, so maybe a little bit more than an hour. I don't know. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, you guys. I certainly appreciate you all. I know I already said that, but I do. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And thanks for watching. Thanks for being a friend of the channel. And pretty soon we're gonna go viral. We're gonna find a video that goes viral, and this channel is gonna take off like crazy. So anyway, we're just trying to find that one project that takes us over the top, right? I don't know what that is yet, but it's coming. I feel it's coming. So yeah, you guys take care. Be safe, be well, take care of yourselves, always, always first, and love your family. Come back, join us again for another video, subscribe, give this a thumbs up and a comment, let me know what you thought of it, and I will see you guys on the next video. God bless y'all, take care, stick around for pictures on the back end. Bye-bye, God bless.